Dermot asks, six-sided ring or four-sided ring for TNA? Which did you prefer and why?
I hated the six-sided ring.
Why? It's loads of fans. Let me tell you this just before you answer. I had Eric Bischoff on my other channel, and he said, hated the six-sided ring, four-sided. Nearly every single comment from fans said, I love the six-sided ring. That's a terrible take. We want the six-sided ring back.
That's because they didn't have to work in it. A six-sided ring throws you off. I mean, as a talent. I mean, you can make it work. You can make it, but now these are the guys that made it work, like AJ and, you know, James Storm and all those guys. They made it work, but it is very difficult to step in a six-sided ring from a four-sided ring. And the purpose in TNA of having a four-sided ring is because, first of all, it was different, totally different. So now they got the octagon. That's 8 sides, right? Mm-hmm. But that's MMA. So I don't get that either, but they can have what they want. Guys learn to work in a six-sided ring. Okay, say a guy wants to do a crossbody block over the top on the wrapway. Well, he's just going over ropes in a four-sided ring. In a six-sided ring, he's going over the turnbuckle and the post. So he's got to get a little bit higher. So you have to, when you step into a six-sided ring, you have to adjust, and you have to mentally adjust before you even do the move. You got to think about it. So a lot of guys, they do cross-body blocks like laying down on the couch. It's second nature to them. But to learn to do it a different way, it takes some time and it takes some effort.
I know you never wrestled in TNA, but did you take a bump on the six-sided ring just to see what it felt like compared to a four-sided ring?
Did I take a bump?
Yeah, just to see.
Hell no. And you were going to ask me like hard rings. That's a question later on.
Yeah, that's for later on. I will get to that. Was it harder just because there's like less surface space in a sense? Is it a harder ring six sides than a regular four-sided ring?
I think it's reinforced differently. And taking a bump in most rings, if you're not used to it, yeah, it hurts. I mean, if you took me now and wanted to slam me, well, why don't you call the ambulance before you slam me, about 10 minutes before, so they can rush right in there and take me out. I think they had to, a six-sided ring has more infrastructure to support, and right in the middle, you know, you can make it to where it gives. And that's what rings do now. They all come in, but they have like a circle type deal where it can give a little bit with all those connecting rods that hold the floor up. And even putting the ring together, that has to be designed. I mean, the six-sided ring, I don't know who designed it, but I know TNA ordered the ring, and the guy said, yeah, I can do it. And I think TNA ordered 3. I didn't order them. They ordered 3 rings, and the guy's out of North Carolina. I can't remember his name now. And he had them there on time. We ordered one. We took one to Orlando. Or maybe took 2 to Orlando. One's a standby ring in case something happened to the main one. And I think we took 1 to Nashville and 1 on the road. I think we ordered 4 rings. And they weren't cheap. They're about eight grand back then. They're about $8,000 a piece. So they spent like, what's 8 times 4? 32?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can multiply it a little bit. But they spent $32,000 on rings before we even got started. And I have no idea where those rings are today.